Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. This is kind of meant as a test for the... Just making sure I'm muted all my previews here. As a test for simulcast. We're doing on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Very exciting, very cool. However, my little dude here, Pogo, as some of you may be familiar with, I don't know, he's not feeling well or something. Normally he gets really clingy when he's like pulled a muscle or he has a cold or something. So I'm not sure how much we're gonna actually be streaming, how long I'm gonna stay on, but oh my god. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to have two chats on screen simultaneously here. But what we can do is we can get started, we can talk about what I'm doing. So this is gonna be part of the next YouTube video, I think. My idea, and I need to get together my references, but my idea is that I'm going to be doing a little bit of character design, something I've been interested in and haven't really pursued much. Like really simple character design illustrations. I can show you guys an example here. Like character creature design type stuff. So this guy right here, this guy or gal, actually I'm not sure, Tooth Woo, that's just some really cool character and creature design stuff. It's just super gross and it's really inspiring for me personally. And there's a bunch of different artists. I'm getting together a list here for the YouTube video so I can kind of show some of my inspirations. But I have had a few pictures I've come across on the interwebs. All right, little man, what's up? Switching positions? Okay. I have had a few pictures I've come across on the interwebs here that have inspired me for different characters. So we can go over the first one I want to do. I was going to get it started on this stream here. And also, by the way, I am getting an unstable label for my Twitch stream. I don't know if anyone's here, but if you are, how does it look? How does it sound? My YouTube stream says it's excellent connection, so I don't know who to believe here. But let's get this started here. New file. Oh my god. Draw OCs. So I have kind of one. By the way, welcome Cyber Samurai. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. I do have one kind of. I don't really have many OCs, but I do have one that I've worked on in the past here. I can pull it up. His name is Tony. He's a eldritch god in the form of a cat. That's one picture of him. I did a couple last year. This one I really like. It's my profile picture on a bunch of stuff. And I like him. He's cool. I do want to do more OCs. And you know, maybe that's what this will turn into, but I really want to get into some cool creature and character design. And the big inspiration I have for this particular, by the way, the music I think is maybe a little loud. Let me turn it down. Sakura. Details. Give me details. What is this OC? Creature, human, something in between. I really should have been more prepared for this stream, but you know, this is kind of the vibe I want to go. I haven't streamed for a while. And I haven't streamed on YouTube ever, so it's completely new. An alien. Particular planet that they're from. I'm trying to find my reference picture here. Where is that damn thing? Oh, you know what? I actually moved it. That's why I can't find it. Alien humanoid. This is my reference picture. So I saw, I think it, I don't know, I think it was a Reddit post or something. I think it reached the front page, or maybe I was in a hole somewhere. And it's just these really big, weird, gross goats. They look like super cute when they're little baby goat guys, but when they're adult goat guys, they turn into these horrible looking. I still think they look kind of cute. Oh my god. Oh my god, I got a call from my girlfriend. Give me 1 second here. Oh my god. Well, I guess I just lied to my girlfriend. I said that Pogo was on stream, and he is not now. He has hopped off. I apologize, but you know, just figuring out what was needed. Yeah, so we're gonna be drawing this weird Goat King inspired idea that I have just from this picture. I don't know if I should like leave it on. I think this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna, why did I close it? I'm gonna have it on my second monitor here, but I will also, yeah, by the way, thanks for sticking around through the dead air there, so apologies. I am also going to drag this picture into the file here, just so that, why is it so wide? Just so that if people hop in, they at least see kind of what my reference is. But we'll throw him in the corner. He's gonna be very small. But I think it's just good. No, I'm not really like the best at anatomy and stuff. So we're gonna see how this goes. Why does that? Oh, that's why. My cursor, or my tablet is set to the wrong working area. Alright, we're good. At least we should be good. Yes, I'm not the best with anatomy here. But that's kind of why I want to draw some creature designs. Because the only way you're going to get better is if you do it. I always get confused on what I actually use for sketching. I think it's this Kyle's Inkbox Amazing Comic. What the hell is it called? Amazing Cartoon Brush. And you can't see it because it's white. That'll do it. Color picker over here. Make sure we're not on complete black. And then also so we're not blinding everyone. I think it's probably a good idea to throw on a neutral gray. Also, if you have any music requests or something along those lines, feel free to request. This is just, I do like showing what I'm listening to, because I like giving credit where possible. This is what we're listening to right now. Ghibli but lo-fi. Demon Gummies. It does say it's safe for streaming, so hopefully I don't get my entire livelihood taken away from me here. Okay. We got the goat on the second monitor. Dude, there's so much open. How do streamers do it? That's the real question. Especially simulcast, because I got... Is this copyright free though? Or is this a checkout after stream kind of situation? It still says it's unstable, so I don't know about the Twitch stream. It looks fine on my end, but they're telling me that the average bit rate is too high, even though I have set it to be low, so it should be, or lower, should be okay. Between having the reference picture, both chats open, both studios for both YouTube and Twitch, like I'm just lost in the sauce over here. So what I was thinking with this guy, what this kind of inspired me for, is almost like a, and I kind of want to put him on a throne. Vanishing Line, good show. Is it a, what kind of show is it? Is it like an anime? Is it like a... I think what we want... First of all, we want it to be black. So I kind of want him like almost towering. He's a very straight front here. Almost towering over top of his subjects. Very weird straight face with huge ears. But not quite that big. Let's shrink him down a little bit. Also, that's on the wrong layer. Great start. We're just on a wonderful start here. Doom, 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 doom. See if I got a message saying there's no pogo on the stream. I didn't. That's fair. I don't know where... I don't know where pogo went, by the way. Anime? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't, I mean, I've done all, like, the normie anime stuff, right? I've seen One Punch Man. I've seen the first season of, Attack on Titan. I mean, Ghibli's, like a classic. Princess Mononoke, I think, is my favorite movie of all time. But beyond kind of the, you know, the more average stuff, I haven't really explored anime too much. I want him to have like a big lumbering back. We're just gonna focus on shape language right now. And I'm thinking that he's gonna be in like a throne. And I still think we're like too large here to capture what I'm trying to capture. This would kind of be where the throne is sitting. Kind of like a big ass shoulders and shoulder blades. His hand kind of hangs over top. Thumb on the inside, of course. I wanted to be a very gluttonous type of guy. You have like some ornate details within the throne here. I think that's actually a little bit wide. And this is my current process for doing stuff. It's kind of changing quite a bit, if I have to be honest, over the last couple of years, or last year especially, since I've started YouTube. I definitely have noticed I've gotten not like a crazy amount better, but I'm much more comfortable drawing stuff, which is obviously a wonderful sign. I'm trying to figure out kind of what we're doing here, but I start with very, very, very loose sketches just to kind of get the basic idea of what I'm doing. I think that's what's the word I'm looking for? Evident of my inexperience. Also, he is kind of a little bit low on the screen there. That I'm not fully comfortable with. Now I actually don't know if he should be in a throne. Now that I'm looking how it reads, I do kind of like it. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. I think my inexperience is, lends to why I kind of do these really, really loose shapes to start out with. I just had a funny idea. I think it'd be really funny if he had like really short legs that like didn't quite reach the bottom. But I don't really know how those legs are gonna work because his arm is very long. You know what I feel like? I feel like this is all too long. So we're just gonna squish this in. And that's the beauty. Okay, well that's a little gross, but that's the beauty of digital drawing. And I've said it on my channel. I'm very excited and hopeful. I don't know what's going on downstairs. Hopeful to get better at traditional drawing and bring that into my repertoire a little bit more. That doesn't mean that I don't love digital drawing, just because of the freedom it grants me. It lets me pretend to. Oh, there she is. She's on the other chat. 3-0 Weeb and Lucky Star and Fruits Basket and Demon Slayer. I mean, we could watch them together. But someone hates watching TV with me. No names mentioned. I don't even know if you're here anymore. Yeah, Pogo was on my lap, and then literally as soon as I got off the call, I said goodbye, and that's Pogo's. Automod blocked that. You can't. No one would know what you said. It's a trigger word for Pogo if he hears bye, because normally normally I am gaming, and then I say bye, and then I hop off and hang out with Pogo a little bit. I have to delete that message, and I don't know how. How do you delete a message? I am fighting for my life. I don't know what shield mode is. You threw it all off. I can't delete. How do you delete that? Does this give me the ability? You have ruined the whole stream. Okay, give me a second here. Gotta settle down some people in chat. I have to go to... Like, do I not have, oh, that's why you have to do, I see. And we're echoing. And you still can't delete it. What? Definitely just you watching now. That's why that wasn't showing. There we go. Okay, we're back, I think. Okay. I completely forget where I was, what I was talking about. So we're back to drawing. Yeah, I think this is gonna work. I'm just a little bit lost on where his body comes down here. Cause he'd probably have like a big belly. And he'd be kind of, you know, man spreading a little bit, I believe. He is a king after all. Does need thick legs. I'm so lost on how his body works in this jumble. Like what we should do is I thought someone I think it's in the music. I thought someone was talking behind me. I think what we have to do is get ahead of what's in the background here. Because I think I'm a little confused on what goes where. Alright, so we got his hand kind of wrapping around the post of the throne. And you want the big kind of shoulder blade connection back here. We have his chest. Kind of thinking about what he should be wearing. If it's kind of like a cloak, if it's an armor set, I don't exactly know yet. All I know is that his face is going to be right. Well, let's figure out the plane here. Right about here. Probably the ear is a little bit further back. Definitely more floppy. More of a floppy ear. Still think this chair is a little long. We're gonna need to play with the thicknesses and stuff, but I really think his arms shouldn't be that long. Well, maybe. I don't know if you can hear me. You probably still can, but we gotta keep the channel clean. Can't be having that. I don't want him to have one arm up. And I'm thinking it should probably be this one, because it's much more dynamic than having it on the off side. Which means we got to redo the entire arm, which is okay, because everything's a mess anyways right now, so might as well jump into it while it's having some trouble. I do like so far this general shape I have. It doesn't really make much sense. Because this is his chest. And then what is going on in here that connects it to the legs? Is that kind of almost like he's banishing someone? Now you're going to be seeing me do weird poses. This is just how I personally draw when I'm trying to figure out anatomy and stuff. I should be using more reference, and reference definitely helps. So I probably will pull up a man sitting. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. I think that's going to help. So this is the pose. I'm afraid of having just Google Raw style on my stream in case something comes up. Because you know we live in the not safe search world over here. This is kind of the pose I'm thinking. Not exactly. But it's not the... It's not actually what I really need reference for. I more so need reference... Alright, well that guy's just in his underwear, so I don't know how... Yeah, I gotta... This stream is just a mess. Pogo's coughing in the background. I gotta go make sure he's okay. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Back to finding reference. This is all... It's all head on, and that's not really what I need a reference for. I need kind of how they fit from a side angle here.
Soon the forest will let me rest forever.
It's funny looking at Shutter or stock images. They look like from the side here. There's so much AI art. It's upsetting. Alright, I can't really find something that's super useful. So we might just have to raw dog it. This one's not bad. It's kind of close. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know what I'm saying? What's this guy's name? Prince Andrew? King. He's a king. What the hell's his name? King Charles III. Alright, let's use that as a very basic. Prince Andrew is the creepy one. But this guy's not, well, I mean, he's a royal. You're not a royal if you're not a little bit creepy somehow. So I'm sure this guy's creepy as well. But this is King Charles. Okay, yeah, this does not look good now that I'm looking at it after taking a breather. If anyone's wondering, yes, Pogo's fine. Probably was just sleeping in a weird position and got caught up. Alright, so if someone, where the hell am I? There's too many damn things on the screen. Yeah, there's probably a little bit creepy. If you reach up and you're doing this, I'm looking at myself on the thing for reference. I guess it'd be this. Well, it wouldn't be this side, but... So he would be leaning forward, which is kind of where he's at already. If we connect the arm like here, it's too far up. Connect the arm like here, and then have it kind of splayed out like this. Okay, so this was not the original plan. His hand is like super wide. Doesn't make any sense. But I kind of like how weird that is. So I might keep that idea of having just like way too wide of a hand. And we'll throw 6 fingers in there because why the hell not? But it would have to be grasping, which means it would be just doing a little bit of 3D space math real quick. 3D space math, the newest techno pop band to come out of Scotland. It would be angled down. This is so fucked. That seems like a lot of work that I have not committed to. I've barely committed to streaming in general. 2 hours already seems like a damn chore. Having to moderate chat and police speech and stuff. 3D space math. Yeah, I think it's a sick. I also think so. I agree. We'll see where we get and how fast. But you know, my plan was to actually do 3 hours, but with Pogo sick, I'm a little, you know, I was debating even streaming. I had literally set everything up for the last hour. I've been doing research on how to simulcast, like setting everything up, getting the references I need, you know, getting over the panic attacks that are sure to come from streaming, for me at least. And after all that, literally at 2:50, sorry, that's not right, 1:50, he hopped in my lap. And like, he was already clingy all day, but, and I was like, well, you know, little man always comes first. So I was debating not even streaming, but here we are, I guess. So I do have some ideas. I'm not even gonna say the ideas, but I do have them.
Oh, that smells good. Can I help out? Sure can.
So his robe is like liquid. I don't like how that looks actually. But it's gonna be a very long robe that like goes off screen. In the real world as well. It goes off screen in the real world, which is crazy. Okay, and then we have the other side here. And this side is where he's kind of just lounging a bit more. But that perspective doesn't quite line up. There we go. Okay, I like it. And by like it, I mean like it's a start, right? See, the thing is, like, how I have it sketched right now, it looks like he's, like, an angry little guy. Well, he's a big guy, let's be honest. You know, there's little guys and big guys. He's definitely a big guy. Okay, this also does not line up at all. How the hell? It's gonna be out here, then. And if it's on the lower plane, something like that, that doesn't feel right. It's a bit closer. What the hell was I talking about? Big guys, little guys? Oh, he looks kind of angry. And that's not really what I want from him. Like, he's gonna be a king, or at least in my head, he's gonna be a king. But I really want to capture the face that's on this reference photo. And you probably can't really see the reference photo because it's super small, but this is what we're going for. This weird sheep. Goat. Sorry, goat. He's not a sheep, he's a goat. If we're gonna be talking, let's be correct. And let me see if I can find their name. We just look up ugly big ass goat, and I bet you it's the first result. Ugly ass goat. I don't want to open that link. Big ass goat. That's just a goat with a big ass. Damascus goat. That's what it is. Damascus goat. Damascus goat. So this is like a particularly okay, again, I'm just scared of looking at Google Images live on stream. But this one is particularly like beefy, it seems, but like if we get a full picture of one, open image in new tab. Why is this photo or why is this photo a Facebook picture from 2004? Like that's the type of quality it is. Also, I don't think Facebook was around in 2004. Yeah, the Damascus goat. I forget why I was looking up more of it. But look how they look like when they're little baby guys. I don't know, that opened up a link called I Survived the Tumblr Apocalypse. I don't really want to see what's going on with that. But look at them when they're babies. Like they're just like this adorable little fawn. And the ears are like so big and then they turn into this. Oh yeah, that's where I was showing the pictures. Like they don't really look angry. This is also a really good reference picture. I'll probably save this. They don't really look angry. They almost just look like stern and like unimpressed. And I really want to capture that type of facial expression. So let's just save this image as well. Where are we going to save it? We're going to save it in the folder appropriately named Lil Guys. So he'll be in there. Headmaster energy. I don't know what that means. I honestly have no idea what that means. Like zero idea. Like a headmaster. Yeah. Like an old headmaster of a school. That's what I've been saying. And I had been done saying that for a while. Alright, we got like a decent kind of shape here. Now we kind of got to figure out how everything connects. Because this shoulder up here, what kind of clothes would he be wearing? The clothes would have to be up here, and I really wanted like a lot of the chest exposed. I don't know what else to say after that. But maybe like if there's like a little string of clothing there, and then like a kind of a larger hole. But the thing is, it also needs to be royal, right? So we'll probably like embroider it. Some kind of embroidery type beat on that one that like spreads over to that side. And my idea is like lots of robes and like weird bumps. And then we got the throne kind of like so. Like so, if you're wondering. Big bulbuses on the top, because that always means expensive. And then that links up. How does that link up? That links up like that, maybe. I don't know, it's kind of all fucked. Give him the old exposed old man sagging yiddies. Felt like I was having a stroke reading that whole sentence. I think we're gonna keep titties in. I think so. Okay. This is not the correct perspective. I just keep drawing lines until it kind of feels right. And that baby is art. Right? Okay, thicker front post. And then Yeah, it goes back. Obviously, we need it on the same plane. This goes back. This is such a mess. But I think we're getting the general idea here. For some reason, he's reminding me of Snow. What's his name? What's the guy from the new Star Wars movies? The new big baddie that then dies in the second movie. I only saw the movies once because they weren't good. For some reason, that's the energy I'm getting from this, but I don't really want it to be. And I'm also going to change the music, and then we can get onto our second layer of sketching. I know it seems very incomplete, probably because it is incomplete. But this is kind of how I like approaching it. I go really loose on the start, and we get more and more refined. At least that's how I've been approaching it lately, and it does feel like we're making some good no, not Kylo Ren. Thank you though for the input. What no, the other guy, the guy above Kylo Ren, the pale motherfucker. I know Kylo Ren's also the pale motherfucker, but like he's really pale. We are going to listen to Lord of the Rings, but it's lo-fi beats. And then, again, pray that we're not taken down. This is from Bits and Hits, Lord of the Rings, but it's lo-fi beats, if you're wondering. Alright. Let's drop this MF down. I think eventually, if I am going to be simulcasting, it's not the word, if I'm going to be multiple platform streaming, I'm just going to drag this in over here. I think it's probably a good idea to have the chat on screen so people that are, you know, people on YouTube can see people that are talking on what people on Twitch are talking about and vice versa, whereas right now there's no way. Supreme Leader Snoke. See, I thought it was Snope, but those are the guys that like debunk fake news and stuff. So I knew it wasn't Snope, but I kind of, but that was close. Yeah, that guy. For some reason, this is giving me that kind of energy. All right, so then on the second pass here, how long are we? We're almost an hour in. Now, we do have to admit that for 30 minutes, I was trying to ban my girlfriend from the chat. So, you know, that's how that goes, but... So we've actually only been drawn, you know, there was Pogo, and then I had to go check on Pogo, and then... I don't know who, Babe, I don't know who watches this, and if I say, like, fiance or something, or wife or whatever, and someone's watching this, then it becomes a whole big deal, because people put so much meaning on words. You know? So it's just easier to do that rather than go through the well, I'm hiding my other girlfriend from you. So, you know, it's kind of a juggling act streaming. Oh. Does it help if I say I was trying to ban my wife from stream for the last 30 minutes? Does that... I feel like the connotation's still negative. Okay. Why is it so hot on my back? Oh, the furnace is on. That's why. Okay, so we have a nice connection. On the second pass of the sketch, I do like kind of figuring out, you know, the first pass is more to kind of figure out, blocking out the general idea, hopefully getting a decent grasp on perspective here. I think it's still pretty wonky. And actually, after saying that, what I'm going to do is we are going to edit. We're gonna warp it a little bit and just kind of bring it into what in you know, my mind. Lucia, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't think I have alerts set up for YouTube, so if anything happens on YouTube, I don't even really know. I guess I could check on this, but I don't know how YouTube works. Like, I think you become a member, which is like the only, like, you, no, I guess you can follow or subscribe, but there's no way of telling live, at least from how I have it set up. But Lucia, thank you so much for the follow. Am I getting that am I getting that follow because I said wife? Is that the pro-wife follow? Okay. This looks a bit more accurate, and this is why we love digital sketching, baby, because it is... It's not cheating. It really isn't. But, you know, you still have to be able to have the eye for what's correct, and it is nice having this kind of built in, just for figuring out what works. I did say a wife. Did you not hear me? I said 30 minutes trying to ban my wife from chat. And then that absolved me from all past grievances. All right, one more thing before we move on to the second layer of sketches is we are going to flip the canvas and see if there's anything that looks super off when we flip. This does look like he's kind of reaching back a bit further. Oh, so it's your fault, is what you're saying. Because I said it. The VOD will prove me right. Yes, we flip the canvas because your eye gets very used to seeing something one way, and obviously that's not how it works in real life. I'll move this over a little bit here. Don't look at my stream URL. Because things exist in 3D space. So as you move, right, the perspective shifts and stuff, and your eyes can readjust, and if something was off, you'd notice right away, but when it's on a 2D plane, you don't notice these weird inconsistencies, and flipping the canvas kind of recreates that, if you're wondering why people flip their canvas. And then we can just kind of undo and redo and see. And this is definitely something I didn't notice originally, but I think this arm on the left-hand side when we're flipped kind of extends a little bit weird. So let's see if we can just quickly fix that. I think bringing it up and not having it quite as far back, right? Because also we'd probably want it to be in front. And if we cut it like more around there, you know, obviously we're going to have like a kind of an elbow sticking out. And then we try flipping it again. That definitely looks a bit better. What? She's existing on all timelines simultaneously. Okay, cool. Where's my... I don't think there's like... I don't think I'm supposed to hide this. I mean, maybe I am. Let's just flip it over here. There we go. I don't know if anyone can do anything with my stream link. I think it's literally just a link to my stream, so I think we're okay. Just positioning my reference here. All right. As I've said about 10 times, but I keep getting lost in the sauce, First layer is figuring out perspective, general idea, shaping out what we want to draw. Second is for kind of knocking out some of the details, actually figuring out how it should look. Now, this is my personal process, and I'm not exactly recommending it because it takes me so long to get art done. It wouldn't surprise me if this piece ends up taking, 20, 30 hours, and it really shouldn't, especially because it's supposed to be loose, but it probably will. And that's just due to how my my process kind of works out. But we're gonna use, okay, we're gonna drop down the, our flow's already kind of dropped, but drop down the opacity. Oh, that's what we're looking for. Pen pressure. Yeah. We really want that saggy skin to come through here. I'm actually looking, and I think the throat bags, as we'll call them, definitely come down a lot sooner. And we're not going to do a completely realistic envisioning of this. I kind of want it a little bit stylized, or at least I want to try. I am kind of lost about what my actual style should be. And, it's not really a crisis. I'm very happy with my progress on art over the last year or so. What's vile language? We're gonna have the nose about down here. It's such a weird animal. Like, kind of comes in like that. Throat bags. No, to each their own. I don't really know what that means, but to each their own. At least when it comes to this context. They don't really have like a... I guess they have actually... It's an inverse nose. I was kind of drawing more like almost like a cat nose. And then also the perspective, of course, is off on this. Good old throat bags. Let's just get rid of that so we're not... It looks like he's smiling. It's really throwing me off. They got weird... They got weird. I think that's probably the full sentence right there, but... And again, we're not going to do a perfectly realistic rendition here. Mainly because I'm not that good. At least when it comes to super realistic stuff. And they got some big ass nostrils. Does look flat. Actually, I think considering maybe making it almost like a kind eye. Even though he's kind of in an angry pose. I don't know. I'm a little bit unsure how I want to approach this. Jawline way too strong for what we got going on here. All right, we're in the stage where you start hating the work you're on, or the work you're doing. There's two options there. One is to power through and just hope that it fixes itself, or I guess you fix it. Would be a more accurate representation of the situation. Or you erase it and start over. And I think we're on the erase grind for this particular face, because I just don't like the whole general feeling of it felt off. The neck's fine, but the face was giving me a little bit of pause. So, how do we fix this? Start with just such a weird shape is the issue, because you got this big bulbous block right here. So I can go up a little bit. That actually gives me an idea for a really cursed creature. This is literally exactly the same as you see it now, except it has it has a human face right here. And it's just connected to like, I might do this. This is so gross. Can I get some input? Is anyone here? Scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate the idea of pretty much everything staying the same on this guy? He's still going to be hairy, goat inspired, except instead of coming, forward to a gross goat face, we come forward to a human face at the front. I'm going to give it a little bit. I don't know how many people are here, if there is anyone here anymore, but if there is, I would love some input. Vile. That's all the confirmation I need. I think that's what we're gonna do. But then what if we also had like some eyes around it? So it was like a human face with like a bunch of eyes on this huge neck. Okay, yeah, this is horrible. I love it. That's what we're gonna do. It's not right. What do you mean, oh no? As soon as I mentioned eyes, I was sold. It's something. I think we want kind of really strong cheekbones. Thing is, I think I need a reference for a human face, which we will do on. Trying to think of a good, where is it? Resources. Like line of action isn't the. I mean, it's really good, but it's not really. It's really meant for face and expression. There we go. We're looking for something with sadness, neutral, disgust. So if you're wondering, I think it's always a good idea to share as much as you can for artist resources. This is Line of Action, line-of-action.com. Just a forewarning, there is nudity, but you can turn it off. And it's meant for figure drawing, but they also have this faces and expression focus, and you can set a time interval because, like I said, it is meant for kind of warming up figure drawing and stuff. We're just gonna do a 10-minute timer, and I'll save it if I really like it. I'm gonna take it off because there's no checkbox for nudity. I feel like there's no chance of getting nudity when you're just getting faces. And I am just gonna kind of play around a little bit until I get something that I like. That's not bad. It's not a bad face reference. I think I like this one. Obviously, we're gonna have it. Is it showing? Is it showing? Yeah. We're gonna make it very disgusting, so I do apologize to this specific model for being involved in such a horrible creation. But it's not gonna really look like this at all. It's just more of a general structure that I can reference. So I'm just gonna quickly save this. I don't want to save the page. I want to save the image, but. Open image in new tab, save image. There we go. Okay, perfect. We're not going to get too lost in the details again, because this is just kind of my second overview. Even that is probably a little high on the head. Bring it down a little bit. There we go. I also do kind of like the idea of the top of the head almost like splitting open and having something here. Whether it be like, I don't know, some kind of appendage or a horn or something, but I do like the idea of the head splitting open a little bit, because why? It will probably make most people feel uncomfortable, and that's my goal. That's my goal as an artist, is to make people feel uncomfortable. Now he doesn't have ears. What does ears look like on this fella? I also don't know how I feel about it having ears. Like, sorry, I just said ears, but like the goat ears as well. I feel like that's a little bit redundant. But we definitely will have eyes. So why? So why is like 50 extra eyes not redundant, but 2 extra ears is? I don't know, man. I don't make the rules. Kind of in this circular formation around the head. we have eyes. And you know, I'll be the first one to say I am getting a little bit too lost in the details for this level, but that's okay sometimes. I feel like we have too much stuff busying it up. Have skin kind of connecting at random points. Let me turn that off for now. Hello, Peter. I don't know where you're watching from. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we're everywhere right now. This is just my little guy. He's my little dude. I see him. This is my paralysis demon. I think he's special. I think he is just grand, honestly. Okay, so if that's there, we want to connect. So that tricep doesn't really make sense, but we'll let the guys in post figure it out, I think. They'll clean it up. Alright, that makes more sense. Don't worry, guys, I got it. I hate it so much, and like that's how I know I'm onto something that's really fun. Because this is exactly how I felt when I was designing the Seeker, which if you're unfamiliar, I can little self-plug real quick here. Just have to find it. This is exactly how I felt when I was designing this guy, who is personally one of my favorite, might be my most favorite thing I've ever created. Both final artwork and just creature design I think is really cool and gross. And then that's how I feel with this guy. Now again, this is supposed to be kind of more creature design, character design, more loose. Hold on, let's get that in front. That was bothering me. But who knows? Maybe this can turn into a reoccurring character that I can kind of expand on. A little bit of an embroidery around this hole. I don't know if Samurai, I don't know if you've sent something in chat, but it's not visible on my end. Maybe it's visible to other people, I'm not sure, but if it was a link, Automod might block it. And if that's the case, I apologize. YouTube, like this, like I said, this is the first time I'm streaming on YouTube, so I'm unsure of, you know, how to set stuff up appropriately. I feel like that doesn't really make sense. Cloak would probably kind of rest maybe more like that. I don't like how the shirt looks. Yeah, so apologies. But if you do want to share something, you can join my Discord. And you can share, you know, if you're working on artwork or something, or if there's a resource, or you want to pick my brain, you can join the Discord. Feel free to. There should be a link on my channel or on any of my videos. There should be a link below. And if there's not, come kick me. Kick me right in the gonads. Please and thank you. Okay, that does, I hate it, but like I love it. Doesn't really make sense, but what if we had like some open wounds? Dude, it's getting a little bit crazy. Yeah, the Discord, because you don't have the lonk. Yeah, I don't have the lonk right now. Here, hold on, I got you. I should be able to post personally, I should be able to post a link because I own the channel, right? Guys, right? Guys. Oh, it's longer than the limit. It's longer than the possible limit, but here, you know what? We can work around it. On this video is in the description. There's a link to the Discord. It should work. I think I accidentally deleted the link, but then I tested it after and it still worked. So if you're having issues, I can try and figure that out. But yeah, I won't really be looking at my Discord while I'm streaming here, but we're only going to be streaming another 40-50 minutes, so if you have something to share, that's a good place to do it. If you want feedback on art or something too. That's kind of my whole jam, I think, is hopefully that. Yeah, I'm not happy with how the there you go. It has worked. I should probably actually close Discord so we're not getting a bunch of notifications, but welcome to the Discord. You get it live on stream. Welcome to the Discord. Yeah, feel free to introduce yourself and get roles and all that. All right, we have this disgusting man here. I am not too happy with how the shirt looks. Because now I'm a little bit... added an extra space so YouTube doesn't know what's up. Oh, for the link, if you put like a link and then a space before the .com or something. Yeah, I think that works as well. Probably eventually I'll be a bit more strict for sharing links and stuff in the chat, but we're just getting started here. It's just a tight-knit crew. It's just us, guys. It's just a few of us here. We're just, you know, hanging out like a big pile of hamsters. What was I gonna say? Yeah, now I'm debating if this guy should actually be royalty or if he should be like kind of just a disgusting like Elden Ring boss or something. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure where I'm landing on this. But what we can do is figure out kind of how this is going to connect. We can do the hand. Lord knows. Oh. This channel's all about intimacy, baby. Intimacy is my middle name. Yeah, maybe YouTube does know what's up. The whole AI thing. Maybe they're pretty good at blocking that stuff. But like I said, if you have links to share, art to share, Discord's probably the better place to do it anyways. Because I'm, you know, hopefully as the channel grows, we'll probably crack down on links or stuff in the actual chat. But because I'm mean and I don't like fun. Okay, so yes, we're gonna do the hand here. It's at a you know, a very difficult that's me, Faceman intimacy foot hand. I don't think you should have intimacy and foot so close to each other though, so maybe, you know, workshop where the intimacy fits in there. I think the shirt would probably have to come even further up. So yeah, this is why I'm like a little bit confused. I think maybe the shirt actually is here. But I don't want to get too lost in, you know, what goes where. At this stage, like I said, like I'm already, I think, a little bit too much into the details. But the hand, you know, hands, a lot of people have a lot of trouble with, me included sometimes. Sometimes I can knock a hand out, like first try. No. Can we ban? How do we ban on this? We get banned on both chats. It's crazy because I try and ban you and there's like this little like emote thing, emoji thing. So I can't even get to the message. Oh, I can. There, it's pinned. Okay. Are you happy? Are you happy with yourself? A lot of people have a lot of trouble with hands, and you know, like I said, sometimes that includes me. We'll see how today goes, but that's the whole thing with hands is the only way you can get good is by drawing them a lot. But they do have a semi-recreatable guideline, and that's and that is drawing the palm first, which depending on, I don't want to hold up my hand too much because I'm very sweaty and my hand probably glistens in the light. Depending on how, you know, your style and stuff, the hand is either going to be like a square or like a trapezoid of some type. And that's a really good base to, thanks, bud. Thank you so much. I will check it out after stream. That's going to be a good base to get all your fingies attached to. And then I'm just trying to think of like, because I know a lot of people struggle with hands, and I think I'm decent at them. And sometimes, like I said, I can knock them out pretty quick. But sometimes I also struggle quite a bit, and that's even after, like, I've drawn probably thousands of hands at this point. But another good tip actually is to exaggerate. Exaggerating a hand for whatever reason, it just, I don't know, it makes it like read in your brain better or something. I want the fingers to be really thin, but maybe not quite that thin. And I think a lot of people also have trouble with the thumb. Now, this is a little bit odd because the thumb is going to be hidden. But the thumb would be back there, and then, you know, we do just a slight erase, and it kind of figures itself out back there. I'll probably have to adjust it a little bit. Yeah, I know. I got a squeaky chair. I know it's a squeaky chair. It's because I sit in it so much, so you know, I think it's. I got WD-40. I can spray it after this stream. fix it up a little bit. Do, 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 do. Now, because this hand is so wide, there's kind of a weird phenomenon we're gonna experience here. I think this finger needs to be a little bit longer. And that's that because it's so wide, the actual perspective of each finger will be quite a bit different. Put a little bit of sauce on it. So as we get further and further along here, these are gonna get more on the side rather than head on, and this first index finger is going to be again more on the side, the opposite side, whereas these middle two are much more head on. And you'll see that a little bit on a normal, not wide 6-fingered hand, but not as much. And all of this stuff kind of sells the idea of perspective a little bit more as well. I hate it. I really don't like what I've made here. And that means I love it. This pinky's a little bit close to the edge for my liking, but we might be able to make it work. Yeah, so now that some people are hanging out, I mentioned it at the very, very start. So this is actually going to be part of my next YouTube video. My plan is to do 2 to 4 of these characters. I always bite off more than I can chew because I'm such a slow artist. A lot of my work takes way longer than it should, and that's just how I do. But yeah, the whole idea of the YouTube video, or you know where I'm going with this, is it's just designing weird creatures. And hopefully having a little bit of a looser take on it. I'm not going to be doing backgrounds and stuff. It's just the characters in their prime. I did show an example of some of my inspiration at the very start, and if anyone's interested, we can retouch on that interest, or like kind of who inspired me, what kind of social media accounts inspired me, and we can take a look at them. But they will be in the video, and I just got to get them together. I do kind of like the idea of having buttons, because how else is he gonna get the shirt on? Now that's a funny thought. Thinking about this guy getting dressed every morning, now that's something you would kind of forget about if you didn't think about it. All right, then we have. So we'll make these a little more like webs. Well, that's a hand, all right. And then we'll, give him a couple fingernails. Boom, you got a hand. That one turned out pretty good. That's a good example of a pretty smooth hand. And then obviously, we're early on the sketch phase here. You'll kind of, if you were me, if I were you, if we were all one, we are all one though, does anyone know what I'm saying? You would kind of expand on it. We'd get the middle. For me personally, for my style, I really like exaggerating the middle knuckle. I don't exactly know what to call that on fingers. And, like I said at the very start of drawing this hand, my biggest tip, and I think it's dependent on your style, but my biggest tip for drawing hands is to exaggerate. If you want kind of a skinny hand, really exaggerate how long those fingers are and how skinny they are. If you want a more plump hand, really exaggerate the blockiness of your palm and your thumb, and it just for some reason reads a little bit better, I find. All right, cool. I'm happy with that. And we got his robe here. It's just a never-ending robe, but I do kind of want like the idea of there's a knee here and like a foot. The hell did we go? We're back. There's like a knee and like a kind of like a foot shape that goes here. So you will have to kind of keep that in mind. Maybe we can have like even a little bit of his toes sticking out from the bottom of this robe. Samurai, cool. Yeah, I definitely will check those out after stream. I do appreciate it. Doom, 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 doom. And yeah, I'm not gonna be streaming for too much longer, so I will be getting back to you soon enough on those. Yeah, so foot hanging out the side here. I don't think that angle's quite correct. And then maybe just like a little bit of foot hanging out on that side. No. In terms of tips for drawing fabric, I'm definitely a little bit short on. Normally I just kind of do and hope that it lines up. Yeah, I think that's kind of what you want more. To capture that it's sitting on the floor a bit better. Right, maybe have some slight wobbles. And you probably also want a slight outline of the knee on this side. Something like that. All right, general thoughts, general points of contention on this piece. Does everyone hate it as much as I do? Kind of a stone throne style. Do you think, thank you, Samurai, I appreciate it. Do you think it'd be weird if this guy was like huge? Like not like, oh, his subjects like stand up to here. Like a normal person is like this big. I don't know. I don't know where I sit on it yet. It'd be cool if there was a really big, gross mouth here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Still workshopping. Maybe having some ornate details here. This would be wood. Hello, Aiko. You guys might see an appearance of the cat very shortly, depending on her mood. I actually don't need this showing. How do you hide this? Oh, because I'm in the moderator thing. Okay, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. All right, on this side, the arm kind of comes out. And there, again, you want to, or at least I want to, base the hand as much as possible on this very large, hopefully easier to draw shape of the palm. Have a good starting place. And then we have the rest of the throne, like so. One, two, three visible fingers. Does that seem realistic? We might need 4. Which means this should be a little bit wider. Aiko. It does not line up. Okay, different approach. Let's draw... Cat's climbing the damn furniture. Let's draw... Instead of the arm, let's draw the arm rest so that, you know, if we get that in the correct perspective, then the... Oh my god, she just fell. Aiko, are you okay? Yeah, the rolling chair is not really the most, stable thing to be climbing on. You okay? Yeah? She's a little lost. I hope she's coming up. But now I feel like I have to show her off. This is Aiko. She's just a little lady. Right? Just a little lady. Yeah, she's fine. She was standing on the She climbed up onto this part on the other chair and was standing on it and then reached over to try and get to the desk and started pushing this away, so then fell down in the middle like a cartoon character. She's fine. She's fine. So I just realized that it might be kind of nice to have a Pogo sneezing a bunch. It's really a tough day for the animals, it seems like. What was I doing? I was, figuring out kind of how this part of the throne should line up. Definitely needs to be quite a bit thicker than that. Doom doom. Cat cam. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. I don't know. I think I kind of fucked up a little bit on the very first sketch layer. The perspective isn't perfect here. And you know, it doesn't need to be perfect, but I think it was a bit more off than I'm normally more off than I'm more comfortable with. More off than I'm comfortable with. This seems generally okay. Which means we can throw the hand on top here. So. Connect it to the arm. Yeah, and I'm not actually sure if I'm going to be coloring this, or, you know, how complete we're going to make this. This is kind of the first step one of this video, of this project. We do have 6 fingers. We got the pinky here. Maybe a little bit smaller. Got the ring. First middle finger, then the second middle finger. Probably want to start with what's closest to the camera. Yeah, this perspective doesn't line up, but I'll probably fiddle around with it a lot more off screen. Because yeah, that whole hand is a little bit fricked, guys. It's a little bit fricked. I'm streaming till 4. I would stream longer. Like I said, originally I planned to stream till 5. I got all my chores done. Vacuumed, watered the plants, sprayed neem on the plants. But Pogo's not feeling well and he's really, really clingy. So I feel bad not cuddling him, so then I'll probably just watch an episode of Invincible on the couch, so he gets some cuddles in, and then figure out dinner. So just 12 more minutes. You guys have to sit through this torture. And I'm kind of like a little bit stuck, I gotta be honest. Pogo cuddle stream? It would be pretty good. I was gonna make a joke, but then I realized it's really weird. I was gonna say, well, normally I cuddle completely naked, but that's really weird when it's with your dog, so let's just move past that as a... Oh! I think I broke my my nib. You can't really see it. If I cover my face, this is what the pros do, right? Do I look like a pro, guys? No, it's not focusing. I bent my nib. Despicable. No, I don't cuddle naked. I'm actually never naked. What's the thing? It's from Arrested Development. A never naked, which is even in the shower. Toby Bluth, is that his name? Wears jean shorts because he never wants to be naked. I feel like the circle would have to be a lot larger to accommodate. I can speak words. Accommodate this this little rafter. I don't know if that's the right word though. Beauty guru? Me? Why, thank you. Probably not what you're talking about, but thank you. Okay, this is gonna be well, it's gonna be kind of an holy shit. It's gonna be a even plane, so pretty neutral perspective on that, I'm thinking. And then this would come up like so. That doesn't. Hold on, guys. Hold on. That doesn't line up. That doesn't. How do we? Is it in front? No, that doesn't make sense either. Oh no. Yeah, that is what the beauty people do, right? They're like, this is the product I'm using or whatever. All the beautiful people. They all do that. Yeah, you gotta let me know when you're referencing something on this stream. Because once I say something, once I do something, and it's out, like it's out of my brain. I'm no recollection of it. You could tell me I did something like heinous on stream and I'd be like, that's crazy. I honestly don't remember. How does this work? How would this... Garo is the best franchise? I feel like I don't know, ruined my career or something. Normally you're not supposed to say something that someone says say, but maybe I didn't even pronounce it right. How does this ball work? On the back of a throne. From this perspective. It would be behind this plane. That much I know. Sometimes visualizing is very difficult. But then what? I think it would cut like that? Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. It would like that, and then this would be the things, I think. I don't know. I've kind of melted myself into a perspective corner here. I don't even really know what way's up. Because this would be in front here. Then it would be like that, I think. I'm aware we've lost the music. We're just sitting in silence for a little bit. That was the correct pronunciation? God, I'm good. You know? Alright, Lord of the Rings, good time. We got another, let's say 10 minutes, right? We got 7, but let's say 10. And we're going to throw on... Just realized that wasn't for my streaming music folder, so that might all be copyrighted and taken down immediately on the VOD, so, you know, RIP to the VOD. This is Twitch safe, though. From Chrono Music, Animal Crossing Lo-Fi Chill Hop Mix. Thank you so much for your contribution to the channel. Personally, I'm actually pretty happy where this is right now. I'm kind of losing steam just because of on this perspective thing, and then I also got Pogo on my mind because he was sneezing. I do want to go check on him. Maybe because like this is supposed to be more in front. Because my idea is like it's like almost like a gold middle that connects to the gold balls on the top. The man's dropping heat in the chat. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta think about how this actually connects. That's also not centered. It would probably be more like here. What if it like blended up? That'd be pretty sick. People, that'd be pretty sick. If the ball blended together onto the side, that's just making it more difficult though, I don't know. I don't know why I do this to myself, man. Okay, that's good enough. We're happy with that. I do want to play with the hand a little bit, but just before we end off here, like, you know, I'm still gonna, I'll play with the hand for like 5 more minutes after that. But I do want to just show, this is the main inspiration from this, for this video. I mean, you know, like, character design, creature design is not something that's completely, you know, unique to anyone, but this particular artist, super inspiring stuff. Their stuff's a lot more rendered than my stuff would be, but just really cool work here. This one in particular, like that's something. And then I can also grab the other 2 inspirations I have here in the similar vein. I gotta collect a bit more because there's definitely more artists. I've just recently gone back to Twitter. I refuse to call it what Meme Man has called it, because he's a dick and a horrible person. So this is another individual that has some really inspiring work, completely different style, but in the same lane of some really cool character and creature design. And then this individual as well has some beautiful character sheets and all this kind of stuff. I was like, you know, I've really been working towards trying to get better at anatomy and creature design and character design, and I was like, you know, let's make a video out of it. Do, you know, 2 to 4 of these kind of designs with no background or anything, just to focus on character and creature and see how it goes. But I just, you know, if there's still people here before we start saying bye and stuff, I just wanted to make sure I touched on the inspirations for me personally. There's a few more. I need to round them all up so I have them for the YouTube video and stuff, but those are the ones I have so far. I just realized this could probably go a little bit deeper. Or a little bit lower rather, because it seems like kind of a shallow throne to be sitting in for such a tall lad. You'd probably have a plane there, which means we'd have a plane here, and then another plane there. I don't know. I'm getting, like I said, I've said this a few times now. I'm really getting lost in how the perspective of this lines up, but that's kind of the whole point of doing this. Just trying to figure out where I lack artistically and work on those in particular. So So let's try one last shot at this hand, because that's kind of the last piece of the puzzle for this what am I trying to say? This step of the process for me. And then after this, I would usually do one more sketch on top that was really refining all the details, but not really worrying about like line weight or what am I trying to say? Line smoothness and stuff, but really nailing down all the details. And then the last step that I normally do would be outlining, and that is where we actually, you know, outline the final piece. And then we move on to color and shading and etc. if that is in the cards, as they say. All the people be saying that. I do want to put some gross growths on this guy as well. It seems like he'd be a very growth-oriented fella with how his head looks and stuff. I could see it. Okay, so let's... There we got the base of the hand. Oh, you know why? Because it's... Yeah, that's why. I was like, why am I drawing the fingers what I feel like the same length, but they're going to the bottom of this when they really only should be going about halfway? You know, aside from the index finger there, which probably actually shouldn't be that long, but it's an issue for another time. Okay, so we have the pinky, the ring finger, and then the first middle finger. There's the pinky. Let's draw the middle finger here. It goes down to about here. Now one. It's also a little bit difficult because there's going to be some foreshortening because it's off in the distance. You know, perspective, the further... Where's my damn camera here? When you're close, you can see a lot more, you know, close to the thing. You can see a lot more of the parts of perspective, but as you get further and further and further, things get shorter and shorter, which is kind of how the eye works. So there's also a little bit of that going on, which I think might be causing me some trouble, but I think, like, it's definitely not there. I got a lot of work to do on this hand, but it's better. It just looks flat and incorrect, but I'll play around with it, probably off stream. Cool. 402, that kind of wraps it up. Here we'd have his toes. That's right, I'm not going to be drawing toes on stream. We'll do that off stream. And then there'd probably be a little, like, very slight toes you could see on that side. It's gonna... He's like sitting there with a little goblin stance, but... so maybe not. Maybe his toes will be hidden underneath the cloak. But that's not bad. I do think it is a good start. A good base here. I'm just kind of readjusting how some of this stuff lines up. And I think probably, like I said, I don't really want this taking up the entire canvas. Something like that. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't love it. I was just kind of vibing with it earlier a bit more than I am now, but that's an important part of art, is to step away from the work for a day, and then when you come back, you've had your whole dreaming unconscious mind has gone through, and you can also spot mistakes easier and stuff, and maybe you get some new ideas. But I think this is a good start. I definitely want to really expand on it, and that's kind of what the next two sketching steps are for. When it comes to streaming, I'm gonna try and start streaming every Saturday. Usually I have kind of a few hours free on Saturday. I'm done all my chores, and it's just kind of a more relaxed day. So we'll see. We'll see if we stick to it. I would love to get to like streaming, 2 or 3 times a week, but we're just gonna shoot for a goal of once a week and see how that goes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Who followed? Lucia, thank you so much for following on Twitch. I don't really have notifications set up for YouTube, I don't think, but if you subscribed on YouTube, I do appreciate the support. Hopefully it was a fun and informative stream. Yeah, next week we'll stream. Hopefully we'll be on a new character by then, but maybe we'll be back to this guy, we'll see. Thank you so much for the interaction, Samurai. Cece, babe, thanks so much for tuning in and getting banned and, fighting your way back into chat. It's always fun. So yeah, thank you everyone. Take it easy, and we'll see you hopefully next week. Bye-bye. That's the wrong thing. I actually don't have an outro. We can do this. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you so much.